bit surprised. Our first stop seems to be at the Louvre. I was under the impression this would be sort of our last stop, as it were. But here we are. Rather than walk the whole way over to where the kayaks are, we're taking golf carts. This is nice. Our guide has to be on the first cart, of course. This is boating under, I guess. Not that this should come as a surprise that we're in life vests. Didn't expect to be given a bag for my valuables to keep them dry. Sort of appreciate it, except for the fact that I want to be taking shots while I'm paddling. Should be interesting. Well, they warn that you're going to get wet, and they aren't kidding. But at least with the dry bags, it's not such a big deal. The only problem is trying to get out of the way of everybody else, but not getting too far away from everybody else. I won't be taking too many shots of myself because, you know, it does require two hands to do the paddle, but, well, let's see if I can get this shot. There we go. So I'm still waiting for everybody else to get out there. We've got about 3 or 4 kayaks filled, and there's about 19 of us, although most of these are going to be double kayaks. I'm one of the few single people, and so they had us a few single kayaks. I was one of the first ones out. But now I just got to wait for everybody else. So, in the meantime, I've got the Louvre sitting there in back of me, making for a really nice backdrop, just as I'm drifting along like this. So that's kind of cool. Wow. All right, we're just about to head into the building proper. And again, it's hard to paddle while I'm holding the camera. But you can see what it looks like. Our guide tells us that this building was completed 6 years ago, and it took only about 2 years to do. The roof here is made of 8 layers of interlocking geometric designs that weigh about 7,800 tons. And they are paired with the original Louvre in Paris. So they have some of the collection here, as well as what the Louvre in Paris has. And I guess they swap back and forth from time to time.
The building we're going in is like individual buildings.
So these layers, of course, don't provide perfect shade, because they're not supposed to. It's supposed to be kind of like a palm tree, huh? According to what I've been hearing from some of the others, this is actually going to weigh more than the Eiffel Tower, so it's like it collapsed into a dome shape on top of this building. We're probably not getting inside to see the exhibits, not in these things. I actually thought it might go into the building itself, but I guess we're just basically going around it. The lagoon isn't terribly deep, not even really the depth of half this paddle, but that's fine. At least that way nobody drowns. At this point, I'm getting rather ahead of the rest of them, including our guide. We are going to be going clockwise all the way around the building, but there's no point in really speeding through it. There we go. Let's back up, turn a little bit, so you can pass me up. Well, silly me. I thought this thing went all the way around. And once we got inside, that we might go through part of the building again. But it doesn't seem to be the case. However, we get an interesting geometric figure here. And I don't know if we can see the roof from here. Yeah, I guess we can, just a little bit. But we've gotten to a bit of a dead end, and I need to pull out of here. I will say this, that the rowing machine at the gym does not prepare you for this kind of paddling. And once again, I feel like I'm speed running this thing, but it's not like I'm going very fast. And in fact, I keep pausing in order to take a few shots like this. The others will catch up with me, I guess, in which case I've at least got a little bit of time to talk and show you around. Although admittedly right now I'm up against a very large wall, so it's really hard to show you what's here. And back behind is kind of washed out because of the lighting. But it is an incredible architectural marvel, and the fact that it was done so quickly, well, power of money, I suppose. And on the other side, we've got the Abu Dhabi skyline. Such as it is, you've got sections of it built on various different islands. This is a small archipelago. Not even man-made, it's actually natural stuff, and they're building up on it. So, which is a little different, because a lot of these ports that we've been to, much of them have been filled in. This is the first one where they kind of point out that it's all natural. I'm just realizing this isn't just a lagoon right around the Louvre. This is actually opening up into the Arabian Sea. That bridge over there is the one that we crossed to get onto this island from the island that the port's built on. And so this is all part of the sea. I've even wiped my face with this only to realize that I'm covered in salt now. So yeah, this is the ocean that we're dealing with. It's just that here it's a little bit more contained. Once again, I feel like I'm speed running because I'm way ahead of everybody else, but at least I'm getting a pretty good view of the place while everybody's coming up on me. This section is getting a lot of wake, so I'm bobbing a bit like a cork at the moment, and I don't mind that too much. But all right, some people are finally catching up to me. I don't need to really rush, but all right. Now we're passing more of the main dome, and now I'm starting to drift away from it. You can see behind me some of the shoreline. I think if you squint, you should be able to see our ship from here. And one last glimpse from a distance like this. Once again, there's no need to be speed running, but it's nice to get ahead of everybody in order to take shots of what I'm next to. It's all the Louvre, of course, but it's really quite an architectural marvel. It's nice to be able to take a few pictures of it from here, even as everybody's catching up with me. Found myself another entrance and pretty much ran aground next to it. I mean, I can get away from it. Without any trouble, but obviously not with a camera here. Don't want to use it for a paddle. Well, that was definitely an experience. Never tried that before. I mean, kayaking I've done before, but not around something like that. That's really something else. So that was kind of fun. One thing slipped my mind though, honey, as I was going along. I was so busy getting out one camera and another that I didn't even think about this. But this seems like the ideal place for you, wouldn't you say? Right next to an art museum that, wow, your folks would have been cool on. But here we go, trying to get over the fence here. And welcome to the U.A.E. Welcome to Abu Dhabi, and welcome to the Louvre. Anyway, take care and keep an eye on me. Wish me luck. I'm gonna need it.